Dear learners, welcome to this session. Today we will be discussing establishing human trafficking clubs at village, district, school, college and university level. And we have Dr. Anand Gupta with us. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Mansi, and welcome learners to this session.
Yes, so we were talking about, having a club at the village level, at the district level, at the school level, at the college level, and at the university level. So, do you think that there is a need at the village level to have human trafficking clubs?
Yeah, definitely. At village level, if talk about the village situation, in villages, the education level is very low, and even today, we find that the people are illiterate or have very moderate education, just reading, writing, basic arithmetics. At village level, these human trafficking clubs can play important role. Uh, the clubs have various people having different experience, different background. Some people may have experience, some people may have the knowledge about the human trafficking. They may not have. There may be situations that people may not have much. But if there are people who are reasonably educated, they can play an important role. And even uneducated people, if the people have the commitment towards the curbing the menace of human trafficking, they can also play an important role. There can be various roles which these human trafficking clubs can play. First, by creating awareness about the issues of human trafficking, identifying the places where human trafficking is taking place, identifying the people who are involved in human trafficking, uh, 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 establishing linkages between various stakeholders which are involved in human trafficking, working as a linkage between government organizations, NGOs who are working in the area of human trafficking, and these village level clubs. So there are various ways in which these clubs can help in eradicating the menace of human trafficking.
Right, you definitely said about very good point, that it is not that the people in the clubs are only, legal people who are aware about the human trafficking laws or the human rights laws. These are the common people from the village. They may be educated people, they may be experienced people, they may be skilled people, they may be, practically trained people who will be able to address the small issues of a commoner at the village level. So, reaching out the public distribution system in a holistic way, in a transparent way, in an accountable way, to bring development opportunities to the villages, to have a better infrastructure, how to monitor the role of the administrators, how to monitor the role of people who are responsible to give these services in terms of midday meals, in terms of your Aadhaar cards, yellow cards, and ration cards to the people, in terms of Vidwa pension, or all these, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana and all. So all these benefits do not reach to the commoner. So these clubs can play a very important role in ensuring that nobody dies of hunger, nobody, is away from the public distribution system. People who really are the beneficiaries of these should get the benefit. In actual terms, we see that the beneficiaries keep moving from one counter to the other, and the people who are self capable, efficient, get all the benefits of the public distribution system. So, how to have a good infrastructure at the village level? As you were just saying, not 3 times meal, a healthy, nutritious diet for the entire family. So, we have a mandate that nobody should die of hunger. If somebody dies of hunger, that has to be reported to NHRC. And we have cases where, there is a community who eats rats, Musahar community. And in an area when people died, then the report went that, the people used to have rats as an addiction. So the vulnerability of dying without eating something and having drugs is totally different. So how much sensitive we are to the issues, how much aware we are to the issues matters a lot. And you cannot have, schools and colleges which are very far away from the local people. What kind of vocational educational program you have, skill based programs you have? I find that in villages, now people do not want to do agriculture because it is not profitable. Right, Anandji?
Actually, yeah, you are very right. Actually, as you pointed out, these clubs can act as watchdog to ensure that the government schemes are government schemes, benefits of government schemes reaches to the common man. And this because poverty leads to various kinds of social evils, and human trafficking is also one of them, because people who don't have both ends meal, and people who are deprived of the basic amenities, basic needs, are susceptible to human trafficking. And as you pointed out, that there are schemes, there are programs for the welfare of the people, but they don't reach to the people due to corruption or lack of awareness or various factors. So these clubs can play a role, and these clubs can also play a role in creating legal awareness, providing basic legal education about the rights, about the laws which are used in day-to-day life, which are useful in day-to-day life, and not the technicalities of law, complexities of law, but the basic things which are useful for a common man, and presenting in the laws, policies in simplified manner. This can be another important role which these clubs can play.
Yes, as ignorance of law is no excuse. So, when we talk about legal education, it is the basic education that if what are your rights, what will you do if your rights are violated, how will you approach, whom to approach, what is the procedure for filing FIR, somebody who's able to help you in your papers, somebody who is able to help you, in getting your ration card, in getting your Aadhaar card. So these clubs can play a very important role in removing the vulnerabilities, because
Suppose
if
somebody has somebody is trapped into the racket of human trafficking, and he wants to come out of that racket, how he can be
rescued.
from that, and what are the remedies available, what are the schemes available, what are the laws available which can be used to punish the culprit, or to ensure that the victim who wants to come out of it is not subjected to threats from the offender. And also to instill confidence in the victim or the person who has been rescued from the traffickers, that look, we are with you, and in case of any support, we will come forward. You are not alone. So if these people get the emotional or moral or psychological support from the club, then it will help help in rehabilitation of the victims of human trafficking.
Yes, and they can also provide a platform, to discuss about the indicators of human trafficking. So they can also.
Indicators and linkages. Indicators, about the awareness about the indicators, how and the people will know that human trafficking is taking place. So now we know that it has acquired various dimensions. Now it is taking place in various garbs. So the awareness of these factors is also important.
Yes, and now we have cyber trafficking. So children are exposed to cyber trafficking also, and people are not aware because everywhere, the child has been put into technology. So the child has to use technology for education, and the parents are not even aware. So, how will they educate their children? So, Human Trafficking Club can come forward and play a very important role in, creating awareness about do's and don'ts. Then, when we talk about missing person and their linkages with the human trafficking, then the clubs can play a very important role because they have the data of people who are in the village or in the district or at the state level. So, with the help of the local NGO, they can coordinate, and we have a system wherein all the states have linkages to this missing person data. So X state can find the people of Y state. So they can share also that I have found this person on the street. Is this person missing? And the best thing is that we are talking so much about Aadhaar and its relevance, but everybody should be registered in India. So if you are registered in India, then in case of any conflict, you can be easily traced. Lot of people die on the roads, and they are not traceable. So unidentified bodies are there. So police has lot of role to play in how to bury these dead bodies, by following what custom they should bury these dead bodies, and think about the plight of the family members. So if you have a identification process in the entire country, then you will not have these kinds of cases. Even missing persons can be easily traced out. Then various forms of trafficking are there in every village, in every district. So anti-human trafficking clubs can play a very important role, first in educating people about the forms of trafficking, then to create awareness so that people are not trafficked. So in prevention, they can play a very important role by first, reducing the vulnerabilities, second, creating awareness about different forms of trafficking, about profiling offenders, because as you rightly said, the trafficker never comes with a label.
Definitely.
So how will you identify a trafficker? So they can play a very important role because they have experienced people. Sometimes we find, that in a particular place, few people come and they hire few people and take them away. Later on, the family members try to contact with the person and they do not get the whereabouts. So this thing can be reported to the human trafficking club, and with the police authorities they can take action against the traffickers. Causes of human trafficking are very important. First, you know the difficulties, the causes, then only you will be able to address the issues. So at the local level, if you know the causes of trafficking, then you can come up with a plan of addressing the issues with the local government support, and you can address it in a holistic manner by bringing synergy between all the stakeholders involved in human trafficking, and then the numbers will reduce. Even
Yeah, and when we talk about the universities level, college level human trafficking club, they have different roles to play. Firstly, they can create awareness among the students as well as the people living in nearby places. Uh, because these educational institutions uh, have access to these people, the people who live, people. Suppose there is a slum near to a college or a university or a settlement where people belonging to the lower economic background are living. Educational institutions can also play a role in creating awareness, teaching them about their rights, and sensitizing the people. Apart from this, educational institutions, clubs can play a role in conducting research or sponsoring research about the causes, indicators, or various aspects of human rights, because educational institutions are known for research, and a good research leads to good legislation and good policy and modification in existing laws and policy. So, good empirical research, which is done objectively and honestly, uh, can help in identifying the problem, identifying the causes, identifying the various factors which are responsible for the uh, problem of human trafficking, and addressing it, addressing the problem. Uh, with regard to addressing the problems, various methods can be tested by these educational institutions in project mode. Various research projects can be started by these educational institutions, where various methods or various techniques of curbing the menace of human trafficking can be tested, and their results can be used in formulation of better policies and law.
yes, and at school, legal education plays a very important role, as you talk about civics, as you talk about the environmental rights. Similarly, you have to talk about human trafficking issues, because these children can relate their problems, they can discuss it with their teachers, their mentors, and they can also talk to their family members that these are the issues of vulnerability, and this is how the traffickers are using our vulnerability to their advantage. So children are very sensitive to different aspects, and they can easily grasp up, they can easily understand. So a similar situation, if it comes in future before them, they will be able to talk to their parents. At present, schools can play a very important role, because school education is a holistic education. Now with the education policy, we are talking about the practical approach of education. So when we talk about the practical and holistic education, it is very important that the children are also given some legal education at the basic level, so that they are not, vulnerable, they are not trafficked, their rights are not violated, they are not the sufferers because they are unaware about human trafficking.
And these clubs, especially at educational level, can establish linkages with media, electronic media, and
Yes.
print media. And this will, because educational institutions have a solid academic background, if they prepare awareness material and with the use of technology, and if media is used to disseminate that information, that awareness programs, then it can reach to large section of people and create awareness about the. And nowadays there is a talk about the university synergy, or a kind of partnership between universities and industry. So industry people can also be motivated to contribute in the rehabilitation of human trafficking. And for that, universities can play a role, and the university and the industry can sponsor research, because every research project needs a funding. So if the industry people are motivated, they can sponsor a good research in the field of human trafficking. So universities and colleges can play a very significant role in the field of human trafficking.
Yes, and for training, universities can play a very important role to conduct training for different stakeholders, because training is very important.
Very rightly you pointed out. They can universities can start training programs of various stakeholders, government officials, NGOs, and other public spirited people who want, actually people want to work. There may be situations that people want to work, but people don't have enough information or enough
Updation.
updation to deal with the problem. So the good training programs or short-term courses started by universities can help in this direction. A very valuable point you made.
Yes. Okay, thank you all for listening this session. Hope you are safe at home. So be happy, be safe. Thank you, Anandji.
Thank you very much.